Oh my God, what's going on?
MJ, chill. Remember Ben made these? We're doing this for the episode?
Oh my God, what's wrong with your eyes and your mustache?
Come on, we have to do this episode, dude.
I can't do the episode. Do you see my arms?
Oh my gosh, you look like a wacky, waving, inflatable, and arm flailing tube man. Come on, we gotta go to the episode, man.
Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome back to the season's finale of Split Screen. I'm your host, Ryan Lewis.
And I'm your other host, Michael Harone.
It's been a good season.
This season has been nuts.
It's been crazy.
We've done a lot of different things. We've gone and met with a lot of different clubs. We've gone and just done a lot of activities that we wouldn't have up in our booth up in here.
Yeah, we went to the bouldering gym and we got to do that. We got to get the snot kicked out of us at Taekwondo Club.
Oh my God, I can still
we
feel
learned
it.
a lot of new stuff with the SDO.
Oh yeah, we got to do a lot of different things with a lot of different niche communities that I don't think we would have been able to otherwise. We got out and about. We got to meet like some real people that are part of the OSU community, and I think for me that's really been one of the better parts of this season.
Definitely. Well, and it's been great to be like hosting with you. It's been
absolutely.
It's been a dream. It's been
this
awesome.
guy. He's a real character. Well, here are some of our favorite moments from this season.
Hi, I'm Michael Harone.
I'm Ryan Lewis.
And I'm Ben Carson.
And Ben is an animator.
And today we're going to try our hand at animating something for ourselves.
Keyword is try.
So there's a couple of former Disney animators compiled this book, The 12 Principles of Animation.
Oh yeah, you were talking about
Yeah. And it basically goes over several rules that they've come up with to make static objects look more lifelike, to breathe life into 2D animation. So there are things like squash and stretch. If something like a rubber ball hits a wall, it's not going to stay a perfect sphere the whole time. Once it hits the surface, the wall, it's going to compact a little bit, and then as it bounces back, it's going to elongate. So those are the things that make it feel real, that make it feel like it's got dimension to it. Other things like secondary movement. If somebody's moving, their hair is not going to move exactly the same way because it's affected by wind resistance and gravity differently. So if you want to make a character look realistic, you have to account for those kinds of things. They have stereoscopic layering for animation, where they'll have the background be on the very bottom of a layer. They use clear lithograms. It's a clear plastic sheet. And so they paint the background onto that plastic sheet, and then they have a different plastic sheet that had the character that was performing the action in the scene that would go in the middle, and then they have any foreground objects like bushes just to like add dimension to the scene. They'd lay that on top. So not only are you animating, one thing, you're animating like 5 to 10 different things at once for each frame.
So we just did some flipbook animations, and it took quite some
Long time.
It's a pretty painstaking process. Yeah.
Like frame by frame, trying to get everything synced up is pretty intense. But now you can do stuff on computers, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
It really streamlines the process.
So before we did this, we had Ben do some animation stuff, and he's going to show us the weird face capturing animation stuff that he whipped up.
Yeah, so what we'll be working with is Adobe Character Creator. It's this really powerful software that takes webcam input and animates a character based on it. Matches the mouth movements, and you have to animate the limbs yourself, but it's a pretty powerful piece of software. So
it has like face recognition stuff.
it does have face
really
recognition.
cool.
Yeah, motion capture is the technical term. The jargon, if you will.
Ha ha!
So
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, absolutely, if you're lucky. So what I've done is I've made some little puppets of Mike and Ryan here that are hideous and disgusting.
But it's my favorite.
Just like the source material.
You guys aren't hideous and disgusting. The things I've made are. So
let's get a look here.
it's trying to track my face because I've entered the little webcam.
Aha! Here
So
I am.
now we'll get you, the exclusive webcam owner, there.
Oh, exciting.
So now what you do to move the limbs is you just grab the wrist or something and then move it around like that. Look at that.
Oh, hey, guys!
Hey, guys! Wow!
So yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Can it like track? Is it like if you do something like this, it'll track all of this movement and make it an animation?
Yes, if you have to record, you have to see on the right there are all these little red dots.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right here.
That is what, each time you press record in the center screen there, it'll be tracking each one of those objects there. So if you go and turn off everything but the dragger,
Oh boy.
By clicking the red dots. All the red dots except for the one that's next to Dragger. Yeah, there you go.
Boop. Oh, boop.
And now the next time you record, the only thing that it's going to be recording are the...
Look at little Mike. Okay, so then we can go like that, and then we hit stop.
That should work. So now drag it back to the beginning.
Okay, we'll drag it back, and then we hit play.
The mouth is just like moving, but I'm not hearing any audio.
Oh, do I have, because I did this.
Oh, this
Well,
sound.
no, that's
The sound is off.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's doing the little
Hey,
thing.
there it
Nice.
goes.
You waved at yourself.
That's so cool. Pause doing, okay, here we go.
Now you can have some sort of friends.
Dude, oh. It's okay, little Mike. Don't listen to him. Well, let's see the puppy made for Ryan.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
let's bring it
no.
up.
Yeah.
Are you ready to be
Not
absolutely
the mustache.
horrified?
Not the mustache.
Ooh, the stash times.
Oh boy. Oh, you even got like the khakis in there. Nice.
I tried to make 2 different outfits. They're just color changes of the same thing because who's got time for that?
You look like
Tracking your
Orlando Bloom, honestly. I'm kind of jealous.
I sort of see it, but I'm also seeing like Joaquin Phoenix a little bit.
Joaquin Phoenix, really?
With that mustache at least.
What? Oh, man.
All right, so we need to put all these back on here. So this is another part of why animating processes are so difficult, is because not only is animation itself incredibly difficult, but you also have to fight the technology every now and then.
No.
It can help make a lot of things a lot easier, but it definitely makes some things harder too. Okay, so that it captures your face, or here, I'll move it over here in front of you.
Oh, look, a little talking Ryan.
Hey! Come on, reset it. Oh. There we go.
There it goes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
My neck's broken.
You're a little...
What's up, everybody?
Now that we got it working.
But no, now they're not. Oh, there we go. The mouth's working now.
All right.
Hey.
Look at him.
Hey, it's me. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys, and thank you very much, Ben, for helping us out today.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure.
It was really cool to see everything that goes into animation and giving it a try ourselves. But remember, everyone,
It's always better to animate
together.
I don't want you to leave. Ryan, we're hanging out like next week.
I'm never gonna let you go, man. I'm never gonna let you go.
It's okay. Well, you have to because we have a guest and a show to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. This is our friend Benjamin Carson. How are you today, dude?
Doing great, thanks guys.
You can go now, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you for checking out our best, guys. We really did. We did as much as we could. We try to do better every package, so thanks so much. It's been a rough ride for this season, but you can check out our highlights at KBVR TV on YouTube. So, Benjamin, you are an animator.
That I am.
So, what do you typically animate with? Like, what's your tool set?
Well, I love the Adobe Creative Suite. I basically, everything I do is in the Adobe Creative Suite. You know, Photoshop, Illustrator. We used a character animator for the intro here for this one. So.
Very cool. And so, how often have you used the character creator that we used for this package?
It was actually my first time using it at all. I didn't touch it before this weekend.
Really?
But I was really, really impressed. It's really powerful software and makes the tedious chore of animation a lot easier. So.
Now, is that a new addition to the character creator? Is that like a new addition to the Creative Suite?
It is.
that
It's
Adobe
brand
has?
new, actually. They haven't finished even bug testing it. They just basically barely released it to the public.
Oh, wow. So they threw you into beta?
They sure did. Well, it's out of beta now, so
Oh, is it?
it's
Okay,
an
okay.
official release, but
Official
it's
release,
very,
okay.
very fresh. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The heads and the whole body just reminded me of like South Park.
yeah,
I felt like
that's
I was
it.
Mr. Mackey.
It definitely was reminiscent of that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Very
yeah.
bobbly head. It was very cool.
Yeah, I believe that's pretty similar to the technique that they used to create that show. So.
Yeah. So, as far as your animation, what do you think you would classify your animation as closest to, as far as like things that are actually produced right now?
Like
What's
style.
your style, right? Like,
Well, I pull a lot of inspiration from a lot of different things. I've gotten a lot from Rick and Morty lately because I absolutely love that show.
Of course.
I actually just tried the Szechuan sauce last night.
Did you
It was-
really?
It was mind-boggling. Yes, it was as good as they say. But One of my biggest influences is actually like 1930s animation, Steamboat
Okay.
Willie style,
Cool.
old style
Yeah.
cartoons. I
We
love
should have
them.
had you on for that Cuphead episode last season.
I
Sheesh.
know.
Ah, Cuphead's so good. That was all hand drawn too.
It was, and it's beautifully hand drawn. That game is absolutely beautiful.
Oh my goodness. So as far as like recent video games, what do you think like animation style outside of Cuphead has been like really revolutionary for you?
Well, I'm really into the old style pixel graphics. That you've been seeing a lot of those come
yeah.
out of the indie game development scene.
Fez?
Fez, absolutely. That game was beautiful. Yeah, and it's as painstaking a process as animation is. Pixel animation really brings it to the next level, where you actually have to control every single little pixel.
Oh my gosh. I got a taste of that. I was doing a post-production class when I had to do a little bit of pixel art, and let me tell you, it was not easy.
It is not easy.
I have so much respect for people who do animation because the art is just beyond most things that I have patience for.
There's
yeah.
some really talented folks out there. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, have you played like Shovel Knight? Like that's another one that's very pixel heavy.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
one's
That game
great.
is great, and
Yeah.
it's beautifully drawn as well. Absolutely.
So as far as like an animator, like, what do you think your influences are, either like from movies or video games?
Like I said, I'll pull a lot of my inspiration from 1920s animation.
Do you have anything in specific?
Steamboat Willie is a big
Okay.
one, but a lot of the early Disney animation is just, it
Oh,
blows
yeah.
my mind. That's really what made me passionate about animation, seeing how much work really went into it. And it's a beautiful process of
gosh.
bringing something that is dead on paper to life. It's really amazing.
Unfortunately, in a lot of those ones, like they had to reuse so many of like the same kind of like dances or movements just because it was so painstaking to do.
It's true. There's a famous ballroom dancing scene that's been in like
Yes.
almost all of the early the Disney animation. It's in
Yeah,
Beauty and the
definitely.
Beast and Cinderella, stuff like that.
Well, and you were talking about in the little package that we displayed about secondary movements, about how you have to have other parts of the character's body moving for it to actually conjure up some sort of idea of like real life. And,
Absolutely.
And it's kind of crazy, those old Disney stuff, you just see, there's so many different moving parts on the screen at one time, even if when it's like one character. And so it's so crazy how like something that's a still frame can be brought to life with all these frames and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
It really is. That principle, actually, it's part of the 12 Principles of Animation. It was a book that was compiled by some former Disney artists that
yeah.
it basically examines what it takes to bring a character to life, like you were talking about secondary motion, or squash and stretch is when like a rubber ball hits a wall, it condenses a little bit before it returns to its vertical
That's
shape.
one of the things. That's one of the things that I find so interesting too, because you don't, like your human eye perceives that motion in real life,
Yeah.
but you don't even like think about that. You just kind of just
Right.
kind of goes past you, and then you do it in like a animation. You actually have to think about, oh, what's all these things that we're picking up with our eyes that aren't actually being like consciously perceived, you know,
Absolutely.
stuff like that. Yeah.
The thing about that is if you don't notice it, then somebody's done a good job because you very much do
Right,
notice when it's
right.
not there. Things looking very robotic and moving unnaturally, you know.
Thankless job, I guess.
It sure is, yeah. The most one, I'd say.
So have you, outside of Adobe Character Creator, have you done any sort of like motion capture or anything like that?
Well, this was my first true experience with motion capture, but I do all kinds of animation with Adobe Creative Suite. After Effects is one of my big go-tos.
Okay.
I use a fusion of After Effects and Premiere for my workflow.
Do you have any projects that you're currently working on?
Well, I'm currently working on making my portfolio more robust. I just graduated, so I'm really hitting the pavement trying to get somebody to hire me and pay me for my skills.
So compared to other kinds of arts, like what does an animation portfolio kind of look like?
Well, I'm compiling a demo reel, so it's
Okay.
highlights of my best work, edited hopefully well and set to music so that it's somewhat entertaining and is a good exhibition of all my skills.
Cool.
Hopefully portraying myself as being diverse.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully that's the goal.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to play some Drawful, so stay tuned. So this week we're going to head-to-head or phone-to-phone in the ultimate test of drawing prowess.
Well, it's drawing on our phones.
So it's the ultimate test of drawing prowess between three masters of the arts.
Masters.
Drawful is part of the original Jackbox Party Pack that was released in 2014 and can be found on all major titles.
It's a multiplayer party game where players use their phones, a phrase, and whatever drawing skills they can muster to get the points that they can.
You guys ready to play?
Let's
You
do
know it.
All right. Let's see. We have to draw a picture of ourselves. I see you guys already got yours up there.
Sure did.
Oh, look how shiny you are.
I'm very shiny.
So look at that. That's animation experience.
Hey.
Check out this beauty.
And finger painting.
Nice. Oh, you even got
Look
like
at
the,
you, that
the
pose.
stubble, man.
Yeah, look at my slack-jawed gaze. That's perfect.
3, 2,
Oh.
1. All right, it's Drawful time. Three
Drawful
players,
time.
3
It's gonna
drawings
be Drawful.
each. Bing, bang,
It's
boom.
going to be
Let's play.
awful.
I promise.
Okay.
So
I'm
funny.
sending the title to each of your
Oh,
devices.
boy. Let's
Something
see.
unusual, like Spain or Drunk Uncle. Draw a picture
Drunk
on your
Uncle.
device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, start drawing. Go, now.
Wow. Here we go. Oh, that's so bad. I can't draw. There we go. I have a thing though. So a lot of this stuff looks really flashy, like flash animation. Have you ever done any like flash animation? Were you on Newgrounds or?
I never uploaded anything to Newgrounds, but I absolutely was up on the Flash animation trend, yeah.
Now that I've got all your drawings,
Uh-oh.
it's time for some fun.
Time for some fun.
Now,
Oh,
What is it?
Frank
type in
plus
what you
mom.
think the title for this episode has been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking
Oh,
it's
so we have
the
to
title.
trick each other. So this is like Pictionary.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
This is kind of cool.
This is like Fibbage, but with drawings.
It's finger Pictionary.
Finger Pictionary. You drew this. Wait for everyone to figure out what you did. Okay.
Not supposed to give that away.
Oh,
All right, here
love
are your
forever.
choices. Now,
I
pick
regret
the
this
title
tattoo.
you think
Benedict
really
Cumberbatch.
inspires you.
Tattoo.
That one wins, obviously.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, that's so good.
All right, who picked what?
Who picked what? We got tattoo.
Oh,
Gotcha.
fooled me again.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Always shame on me.
What?
You guessed that
I'm
one.
learning
That's the
so
actual
much
title,
about
dude. You
your
did a good job.
weird,
I'm so proud of you.
weird
Somebody's
minds.
killing it.
I love the little
you.
sound effects for this game too.
Bonus points to Benedict Cumberbatch because
Bonus points to Cumberbatch. So I also have it on good authority that you did a comic strip.
I sure did, yeah.
Do this again.
A
Enter
couple
your
actually.
titles now.
One, Minus Gravity, is a comic that was in the school paper at my community college.
Very cool.
And it's a universe I've been expanding upon. I have big plans for it someday.
Big plans?
Graphic novels, maybe even an animated series, something like that.
Awesome. Always got to have that pet project, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Got to be working on something.
I drew this
Always be
one,
moving.
so if you can't guess it, then
Oh
that's
my
all right.
gosh.
What is it?
It's atrocious.
A monstrosity? Is that?
It truly is Drawful.
Oh, oops. Here we go.
I kind of spoiled the surprise, but I mean,
Waiting for other players. God, every time I see it, like I think one eye is going the other.
Sophie.
Hollis, a monstrosity.
Yes.
Trying to be cool even
Hey,
though
we can spell, right?
What? Who wrote that one? I gotta guess that.
I'm at least giving that one bonus
Did everybody
points.
pick?
That's stubborn. Ah,
Oh, I should have known with all the eyes in there.
yes. Oh my gosh.
You're a
Cha-ching.
weird bunch of players.
Seriously?
What? That's so
I didn't realize the prompts were so mature.
Who's
Oh,
winning?
dang.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm in the lead. I got
It's
1,500
obviously
points.
me.
Oh,
Ben, I thought you were
Well,
an
it's
animator.
me.
Why aren't you?
Yeah.
Why aren't you winning? I thought you were the best.
I don't animate with my fingers.
oh my.
It's not finger painting.
That's terrifying.
Oh,
Yes.
whoa! What is this? Let's see. Oh,
This is
we go.
obviously an excellent exhibition of my skills.
I think like this is really going to display to a lot of potential employers how good you are at animation.
If I wasn't going to get hired before this, I definitely am now. So
Terrifying. Oh my god. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Applesauce, waiting room, and waiters.
Waiter.
Everybody's
Oh my goodness
So
gracious.
confused.
It's
Is it
applesauce.
applesauce?
it sure is.
Random
I mean, I'm
choice.
just guessing.
You're doing a good job.
It's
Ryan.
the
I'm really
bee's
proud of
I'm
you.
probably
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
lose this time.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
almost got me. Terrifying's no
it
good.
waiting
Waiting
room?
room?
Oh, but it
really
sure
waiting room?
is. You can tell
I
because it's
see.
a room.
Now I can see it's a room with like a dude in it.
He's got a
Oh.
little tray, but you can't tell it's a tray
To
because.
me, it just like it looked like a
drew it with my
square
fingers.
crying, like crying blood.
Yes, that is the
kinda-
answer. You're
So
That's
here
correct.
we are.
Don't listen
and
to that.
It's doing one of the things that animation is supposed to do, or it's rather not doing that, which is conveyance.
That's
with
right.
Minimal,
Found another one
Yes.
minimal stuff.
You should be able to tell what it is from looking at it. That's a big part of animation and graphics in general.
Oh, what? This is the same thing. Okay. Here we go. I got this. Yeah, he's got one of these on. And this.
Oh. I can't reverse this.
Oh no, there's no reversing. Okay, I don't know. Good luck with that one, guys.
Excellent. Oh my.
All right, all your pictures are in.
Well, I'm very sorry.
Drawing time is over.
Oh,
Take a look
Duck?
at this.
duck.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Here
Watch.
are your
Okay, we got autocorrect,
autocorrect,
accident, duck face, cannibalistic humanoid, underground dweller.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's probably that one. I'm guessing it's that one.
It's 1,000% that one.
Some of these are so out of left field that I don't know if it's you guys or if it's the game
Yeah,
supplying.
exactly.
I mean, that pants peeing one really got me.
Yeah, that one was
It's like-
weird.
That was really
It was
weird.
hard to draw.
color.
I drew that one. It was not easy to draw.
I believe it.
There we go.
And here are your picks.
Autocorrect.
Hey yo.
Ha, gotcha.
It's so close,
Gotcha.
It
so
is.
close to the real one.
It's
Yeah,
very
the real
close.
one is.
Oh man.
Well, it's not that
Oh,
one.
was it? Oh,
But I had to vote for that
Dude,
one
it's
anyway.
it's from the game.
I'm
It's
really
giving
surprised
us
that it
these
wasn't that
things.
one. That's the one.
Oh, autocorrect accident.
That one wrong.
Oh man.
Hey yo. Hey guys, I got some points.
Dude, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I got 0 that round.
I'm a big
I
boy.
got
getting
did I get
points.
500 that round?
Oh geez, Ryan is like.
How am I winning?
It's
I
just
keep
like
on, I keep
thought
on
I got-
guessing the wrong
Where'd
one.
my points go?
it's just like your
I guess I
flip
didn't get
book.
it.
Like Ryan's flip book was really good.
This,
was, yeah.
This is bad though. I mean, this
Oh
one's
my
mine.
gosh.
And it's this bad.
Yeah, what happened? Your flip book was really cool.
Well, you'll see what this one actually is, and you'll be like, wait, how do you animate that? I mean, I guess I probably should have drawn a different picture for this one, but we'll see.
And here are your choices.
Koala science. Oh my gosh.
Clown
I like koala
doorbell.
science. I'm gonna vote for that one for the award bonus legs.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Thank you.
You're welcome. It's very
Oh, is it
creative.
It was hilarious.
Koala science.
Hilarious. Oh man. I fell for it. I fall for it every time.
See, how did you guess that?
Okay.
It was the doorbell,
Yeah.
honestly. That was the finisher for me.
I totally thought it was koala.
Clown.
It
It's really
looks-
misleading.
That's a very koala-looking clown, I have to say. That's-
Oh, you got an extra one because of the.
Oh, dude, you're on the board, Ben.
oh,
Yeah.
not a
Good.
0. Unlike real life.
Put in your titles now.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
What? Confusing.
Do you like his little hat?
I do. It's a beautiful little hat.
So Ben, tell me what's your dream job as far as animation is concerned?
Okay. Here are your
To be
choices.
animating. I'd love to work for Leica. I really respect what they're doing.
Awesome.
They do stop motion animation. It's kind of
yeah.
a dying art.
Leica is, and they're based in
Love that,
they're
right?
based in
It's-
Canby too. So it's like it's like the one big company probably that we have in the Pacific Northwest as far as production companies go.
Yeah, it's
one of the
pretty
biggest companies
accessible
we
for
have in
us.
the
Yeah. And I've heard that they give a little bit of a competitive edge to people who are in state too.
Yeah,
so
well, they should, of course.
I might have a chance. It's maybe like 1 in a million, but that's a chance, right?
Insane waiter.
Yeah, dude,
nice.
like I'm sure like you'd be interested in stuff like Pixar or DreamWorks or
I would animate for anyone. Literally, like,
for anyone.
yeah, especially for the first wing of my career, I'll do pretty much anything for. In terms of animation, let's make that clear. I want no odd jobs here, guys.
You all get to draw
Lord.
one more time.
All right, we got one more drawing.
New titles.
Oh,
Oh boy.
wow, these are all so complex.
I know, right? Let's see. Ooh. This is not going the way I think it's going to.
Same. Wow.
Like, I'm not sure if I should like be trying to draw something that you're able to guess, or if I should be trying to fool you with some like nonsensical shenanigans.
I'm just trying to hold it together, man.
Trying to hold it together. Right, you've got a look of hard concentration.
I think I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have all your pictures now.
All the pictures.
dude, it's time to draw.
Let's do it.
Oh boy. What? Okay, this is
Yep.
here we go. Sounds good.
Here are your choices.
Tight.
Santa's proposal. Santa weight loss and moving in with Santa.
No, it's probably moving in with Santa. That's like almost more intense than Santa proposal.
What I want to know is what happened to Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe they're going through a rough patch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to like step on anybody's toes.
Yeah.
But like, you know.
Don't want to air their dirty laundry.
True.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dang.
Was
Dang.
it an indecent proposal? Sorry.
Good effort, everybody.
Let's not go into that.
Oh, it was moving in with Santa?
It sure was.
It was moving in with Santa.
Because that's the box. See the box?
Oh, dude, we nailed it.
I promise I'm a
Dang.
professional artist.
I thought I was going to lose, but I guess
Promise.
Next up.
I promise potential employers
Oh,
I can
boy.
actually do stuff.
Brr,
Don't
what
pay
the-
attention to this.
What is that?
It's so mean.
Bean?
You drew this. This is your
Berm?
fault. Oh.
Is that like a gaseous heart?
Yeah, kind of. Or like an ocarina that got way too much like air blown into it when they were making the ocarina part. It probably just sounds like an oboe. Like, can you imagine like Link coming out with the ocarina and going, "Brrr," like,
Here are your
that'd be funny.
I can.
that was-
Or
Oh, no.
bagpipes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
The bagpipes of time.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight, guys.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, MJ, for being our host on this season. It's been awesome.
Dude, this has just been such a great experience for me. I got to meet a lot of different people, got to do a lot of different things. It's just been amazing. Thank you so much, everyone.
Our show is made by more than just some silly people on a couch. If we didn't have crew, we wouldn't have a show. So we'd really like to give a thanks to all of our graduating seniors for this term. So thank you, Joseph Haight, Carlos Fitton, and Nick Braun.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. Thank you all. And remember, everyone,
It's always better to game together.
In the wake of last week's school shooting, President Trump said last Thursday that violent video games may play a role in real-life violence. Real-life violence, yes, the violence. It says quite. All right.
Can we start over? You might need to leave the room if you're gonna start laughing, because I will laugh.
Yeah, your mic cut out at the very beginning.
Hey, can you hear me?
From 3 titles set to be announced at the upcoming year. Woo! I was close. This close. Near perfection.
Where?